My name's Emmeline, and I'm a yoga instructor. I give yoga sessions to people one-on-one and in groups with a focus on yoga therapy. I'm studying yoga therapy at the moment. The teaching style is kind of empowering individuals to really feel and find the right place for themselves within the moment. So exploration and discovery of their own bodies, and perhaps even where they are on a mental level and an emotional level, and really encouraging them to tailor the practice based on what they feel. I think that is what I'm aiming for in most of the sessions. Initially, working with the breath is really important because the breath can really bring you into your moment, and you can sort of start to let go of whatever the day had, whatever the stories you were sort of living in for, the day, the week. And you kind of separate from all of that. And the breath is very powerful in creating that. And then you're sort of able to understand where you are, what you are feeling. And what I will do is I'll offer many different options in terms of movement, in terms of breathing techniques. And you as a client or whoever is there present will be able to try everything, and based only on feeling, decide what is right in the moment. So there's this encouragement to really have individuals feel so that they can trust themselves to choose what is right. Holistic health is important to me because I don't believe we are purely physical beings. We exist on multiple levels. We have our physical selves, our mental selves, emotional selves. And through the holistic approach, we are working with any or all of those parts. And it's just magic to think that if you're having a problem in your body, you could potentially heal it using your breath, or you could potentially heal it using therapy for the mind, and you can play within all of these levels, and they are also interconnected. So holistic health is looking at that as a perspective, and I find it both effective because that's the way I've chosen to approach many challenges in my life, but also I just find it wonderful and exciting. I've had experiences where I had to deal with some mental issues, as we all do as we go through life, anxiety and depression and things like this. They're very common. And in fact, they're so common that I find it so shocking that they're not discussed so often. And it is very often that you see that these kind of illnesses can originate actually in the mind and then later manifest in the body. So, and it's actually incredible how much the body can heal the mind. And there was a time where I was suffering from sort of heaviness, apathy, even a bit of depression. And I managed to heal that by forming a really deep relationship with my body. And it felt amazing. So it's helped me a lot. And it's actually been that journey that has made me more interested in discovering the holistic side of life. I think it's important to say, firstly, that every individual is very different. So the steps that you might take might be different for everybody, because food is a great thing as well to begin with. We can connect a lot to our physical body, we can connect to food, and starting to change the way you eat, your relationship with food can really start to create changes in your body and your way of life. But in terms of yoga, I think that finding a teacher that resonates, firstly, that makes you feel safe. Safety is really important. So that, because when we feel safe, we can return to something over and over again. And mostly when we feel safe, we feel relaxed. And those are, I think, two really important things to starting something that you want to sustain over a long period of time. So finding somebody who makes you feel safe and comfortable, and maybe sort of forming a little bit of a community around what you want to do so that you have encouragement, you have support. And finally, I think it's really important to have somebody who you can share the journey with, whether that's a close friend, whether it's the teacher themselves, because creating a change in your life might unearth some things from within, things you weren't expecting that might be challenging. It might bring up great things as well. You never know, but you want to also have somebody you can trust, who you can openly speak to and confide in when these things sort of happen. That is really important. You are not alone. But there's also another side to sharing that I feel like I was really resistant to when I started opening up and when I started this holistic path, which is that we're often really scared to be seen. And I think it's really important that we are seen, even if it's just by one person. But we resist sharing because we think we are either a burden or we're so shy, to really be our true selves. So to start at least with one person who can truly see you for who you really are, I think is part of the path of walking down that holistic road. Because we can't hide forever. We're here to sort of peel the layers off and come into our true expression of ourselves. I just get excited about sharing what has made such a difference to me and my life with others. And, the online world has that potential, and we need to be harnessing it for its positive qualities. Also to be creative. I think I've been doing my work in a way that has been quite the same over the past few years. So I'm ready to change it up a bit and reach more people and work with amazing people.